Night had fallen on Singapore. In those tropical latitudes, the sun, blazing overhead all day, sank swiftly at eventide below the horizon, and day changed abruptly into night. In the brief half-hour of dusk, I had made a few circuits and bumps to get accustomed to the flare path, a row of half a dozen buckets spaced out over as many 100 yards containing kerosene in which a kind of wick, like a mop, was immersed. They burned with an orange flame which trailed away in a wispy cloud of black smoke. Each one of these crude flares was minded by a Tamil boy, as black as the night itself. His job was to stoke the fire. Sometimes an airplane landing too close to the flare path would fan the flares into a wild blaze and send the Tamil boys scurrying off to safety. Now it was dark. I took off again, this time on my first night solo, piloting a Vickers wildebeest, a big biplane as ugly as its African namesake. In the open cockpit, the pilot's sole protection was a small windscreen. The wildebeest's huge propeller, a masterpiece of woodwork carved out of laminated mahogany, churned the air, dragging the aircraft along at a comfortable cruising speed of 100 miles per hour. In a dive you dared not exceed 140 miles per hour, otherwise you were likely to continue diving minus the tail unit. But the wildebeest, within its limits, was a trusty friend, for which, though bred as a fighter pilot, I formed a deep affection. Climbing away into the starry purple sky, I rejoiced as much in the immense feeling of puissance and solitude as in the smell of the warm night air. In Malay kampongs and Chinese villages, lights flickered. They were cooking the evening meal, and mixed odours of grilled fish and spices and burning charcoal wafted up until they pervaded my cockpit.